The men and women who serve our country, they don't do it because they're looking for something in return.
It is on us to honor them and express our gratitude. 13 Stripes, 50 Stars is doing that in a meaningful way, and supporting their mission is simple.
We've got Cliff, Pam, and Sean, all from the Leach family, joining us this morning. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning. Veteran, wife, and son,
Yes.
and your daughter, right, is also involved in this organization. I love that you're all doing it together.
She just isn't here. She's
Right.
down in Oklahoma.
I know.
It's a family affair, though.
Oh, yeah.
But it's called,
Definitely
it's called 13 Stripes, 50 Stars. And Cliff, you started this organization in last year, in 2016. Why did you do this, and what's the whole purpose of this?
You know, it's an idea I had for a couple of years, and I just kept thinking about it, and I finally just come to the conclusion I'm not getting any younger, so if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it. And so I started in June, and I contacted my son, and I run this through my wife, and she goes, well, you've done some scatterbrained things, but and she says this is probably the best one you come up with.
The best scatterbrained thing.
It is, and so that's where we started at.
So Pam, and we're looking here at a picture of one of the flag poles that you installed for a veteran locally. How are these poles and flags paid for? Because you're using really high quality materials. You want this to be a wonderful addition to the property once it's up. How do you pay for it?
Actually, it's donations from people who want to help us get the flags and the poles.
Any amount.
Yes.
Right, you're
Any
happy to
amount.
take any amount that comes in.
Exactly.
And that's why we're showing you the website. We'll pop it up again here shortly. But for now, look at the flag. And this is what you put up when veterans reach out to you and say, I'd like to have one, please.
Yeah. How many flag poles have you put up so far? I know you just started, so.
We've put up 4. But we put in the base on the 5th one, but we haven't got back to put it in because it turned sub-zero. But we were going to do that.
Are you installing these yourselves?
Yeah, Sean and I do.
Sean, what is it like for you when you go with your dad?
Well, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes work that's done with getting it organized. You've got to, you know, because we're digging a hole. But there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that my dad does, and then I'm kind of the grunt work guy. So I'll go out and dig the hole, and we'll concrete it in and make sure it's all level and stuff, so that when we do erect the flag, it, you know, it is straight and it's not going to come out of the ground.
Yeah, right.
What's your vision, Cliff, as you continue to grow the organization, and what are you hearing from veterans?
The veterans are happy when we do it. They love their flag, you know. They fought for their flag. So it's an honor to do that, but it's something that I want to envision of, you know, doing 2 or 3 polls a week. And right now I'm having the problem getting the veterans, and that's where we need the veterans to call us, contact us, sign up.
You need to get the word out, is what
We
you
do, and I've been going to a lot of veterans organizations and talking with everybody I know it's a vet, and but that's where we need the initial setup is that with that veteran.
Do you feel like they're just proud? They don't
They
want to
are,
ask for
and
anything, even a flag.
Exactly right. They don't want to ask for anything, and they are a proud bunch. But you know what? They served their country. They sacrificed just a little bit more than the rest of us all did. So they're, in my books, heroes, and they need to be, you know,
I
need
gotta
to have
say,
that honor.
not just a little bit more.
Yeah.
They sacrifice so much, and they will never be the ones to tell you what they remember and why they did it. And for the families that are here, they sacrifice too. I mean, this to me is it's such an important thing that we recognize our service members and those who were injured serving our country. When you stand at that flag and you say the Pledge of Allegiance with another veteran, what is that like?
Oh, it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I can't put it into words what goes through his mind and my mind when we do that, you know, because it's all reflects back on our service, the people we served with. Some came home, some didn't. You know, that all goes back, and it takes its toll in certain places, you know. But it's a pretty neat thing when it happens.
And the 3 of you are wearing the shirts, the 13 Stripes, 50 Stars shirts. You brought a couple in today, and this is how people can help you out. Explain, because they can purchase these shirts. They can also purchase hats as well.
Yep. Well, hats we're in the making right now.
Mike's overpromising.
Yeah.
on you.
Hey, we're going to grow this thing.
Oh yeah, and that's our goal. You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
right now we just we was at Veterans Day at Hy-Vee and we were selling these shirts and just darn near sold out on them. So we're on a reorder now, but
Well, that's part of it, right? It's you're raising money for the flags and the poles, but then the other reason we were so glad the Leaches could join us today is to talk about the need for veterans, and if this is something that maybe it's your dad or your granddad or your grandma or your mother, and you want to get a flag for them or you want to nudge them to visit the website, that's an easy way to connect with the organization. It's 13 stripes, 50 stars, vet.com, and then we'll link you back to that site from ours as well.
I love this idea, and quite
thank
frankly,
you.
not just for veterans, but we all need to put our flags up there a little bit more often. You don't see as many flags in front yards as you used to.
We're
after
so
9/11,
proud.
they all kind of went away a couple years later.
why? I mean, we're
now
so
we need to bring
fortunate.
them back again.
Yeah. Well,
We
thanks
should
for
be
everything
proud.
you're doing, Cliff. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you
you.
very
Yeah,
much.
Thank
thanks,
you
guys.
all.
Thank you.
Pam, Sean, nice to meet you.
Really.